Yo, I've finally gotten the Trumna Prime here. Took me a while. Got absolutely boned on my relics when Zaku Prime Access came out. And this thing is a monster. It has a really fun gameplay loop with its gimmick. You kind of charge its alt fire up with your primary fire, and then boom, you release the boom. It'll absolutely go all over the place and nuke tiles. Very, very good weapon with a really, really good gimmick. It's very rare that you just get like a good normal weapon. It's not like an Incarnate or like an insane like lich weapon. Here we have just a normal Trumna Prime, and it's really freaking good. I've been enjoying a lot. I slapped a nice two forma build on it, and it's been cooking for me. So here I will show it off. I got some punch through modded on, so we can chunk through these lines of enemies here and have a good time. Get my merciless stacked up. Even at like 5 stacks here, we're doing pretty decent damage. And then once we get stacked all the way, we should just shred all these guys. And that's the primary fire. Very good, huh? We will cut on over here to the alt fire and show off our big boom. Let's try and get all 20 in one shot. And we failed. Ooh. Wow, okay. 19 in one shot ain't bad. I messed up, kind of shot at my feet there a little bit. Oh, 18 in one shot. Damn it. Oh well. It is what it is. That is the Trumna. Typically, you're not like waiting that long in mission. You're filling up your load and then you're blasting all over the place, just absolutely dumping it on the enemies and having a good time. So, really good gun. I've been enjoying a lot. Just talk about my build here and what I got going on. Boop, boop, boop. Please wait. Now, I do have a normal, typical hybrid viral heat crit build going on. This thing does have super high status and it does have a lot of base heat. If you did just want to run a raw heat build and prime with viral, whether you're like a Panzer lover or you love running Nourish on literally everything and you're just going to prime viral here, there, and everywhere, I would run a raw heat build and it would look something like this probably. Uh, Only thing of note, very obvious, sticks out like a sore thumb. My rifle elementalist, unupgraded at all because I would need a third forma. And I love the Trumna Prime. Don't think I'm going to be using it that much. And even if I was, I would probably never run raw heat build. I like having these plug and play builds where I can just kind of close my eyes, select it on any loadout, and not have to mess with my configs. So, disclaimer, I like viral heat because it's comfy, I can use it anywhere. Anyways, um, as for my modding situation, we have 360-60 mods as our elementals because this thing has an insane status chance, just base. We're sitting at 122, pretty crazy. So anything that lives a little too long for our liking will get statused up with tons of heat procs, tons of viral procs, and it will die with this amount of status. So double thumbs up for me. As for everything else going on here, we have a nice little combo with Prime Shred and Critical Delay. Prime Shred completely negates the negative from minus fire right here on Critical Delay, so that's very good. Then we have Vital Sense here for more crit damage. It's the obvious choice. We're sitting at a 5.3 critical multiplier, so that is absolutely insane. And on top of that, on top of Prime Shred, quick little knowledge check here. If you didn't know, typically weapons that explode, that have an exploding bullet but are still direct hit, when you mod for punch through, typically the bullet will go through everything, and then you waste the explosion on like a wall in the background. I didn't know this, but I was reading the wiki while building this out. The Trumna specifically here, let me pull this up. With punch through modded on here, the primary fire explosion will hit on the very first object it hits. So like the very first enemy you hit, which is very nice. Typically it doesn't work like that. So Prime Shred here, actually worth running. And it's pretty nice because you can just mow through crowds of enemies and you're getting the explosion on the most important guy, the guy right in front of you that you want to shoot, so it blows up instantly. Very good. As for our other mods here, Galvanized Chamber for more multi-shot. So that's always good. Just kind of like a standard mod here. You're going to plug this in literally everything. And Galvanized Aptitude, we do some direct damage. That's nice. That's happy. That's awesome. But I did not know this. I know you're probably thinking, it's worthless on half the gun here, the AoE. Pull up the wiki again. I thought this was nuts when I read it. Galvanized Aptitude is multiplicative to the base damage on direct hits from the alt fire. Now you can't really play around that. You can't really play around being Mr. Precision Man with your alt fire that's just giant exploding balls. But when you do get the occasional ball hit on an enemy, you can get some funny numbers. I've gotten like a 1 mil heat proc on a guy with galvanized aptitude and stuff, and everything going my way. So it is pretty funny. It's there for the fun factor, and it's just decent, especially if it's a really big target. If there's these like, ugly decadents from 1989 that have 10 billion EHP, those guys are very easy to direct hit with this. So there is that. As for my arcane, primary merciless. Typically, I go here and I talk about all the different builds you can do. It's primary merciless every time. The reload speed on this thing's abysmal. This is bonus 30%. Bonus 30%, by the way. And we're sitting here, uh, you know, insane reload speed for bonus 30% there. If I were to upgrade this thing at all, it's instantly an Exilus adapter and fast hands. That's what I would do. And I would probably have to put another forma on this, right? Yeah, it would put me down to 4 capacity with the dash there that matches. And it would need another forma just for fast hands. Ain't gonna happen. You're not squeezing another forma out of me. This thing's at 2 forma. I'm happy with it. Double thumbs up for me. We're gonna go in a Mott survival and blow our load on Captain War and the Acolyte. All right, we are back on some Mott survival. Gonna try and get my Iron Skin stacked here. Oi, shoot me so I get my Arcane Guardian. Okay, perfect. Charge, Iron Skin, go back to my safety corner. There we go. And now I'm just gonna sit here and chill. And pretty simple gameplay loop here with the Trumna. We're gonna fill up our meter and then blow our load. Pretty cookie cutter there. One thing of note, if you are going to run the Trumna Prime, use Prime Sure-Footed or some source of status immunity. This thing is no joke with its AoE. You will knock yourself down. You will be eating dirt 24/7 if you are not running Prime Sure-Footed or some kind of status immunity. Whether you're Revenant, whether you're, I don't even know, Corvex, Atlas while he's standing on 2 feet, that kind of thing. You definitely need some kind of status immunity so you're not on your butt or eating dirt 24/7. But yeah, this is the Trumna Prime. You just kind of charge your alt fire mode and then blow the load. Don't save it up unless the Acolyte's coming. That's when you got to save it for the Acolyte. Ooh, 1 mil. Ooh, 1.1 mil heat proc. If you saw it there, freeze frame, orange crit, 1.1 mil. One of our balls must have hit a guy's face. Pretty swag. Go over here. Just chunk these guys down. We're filled up again. There's the mother load right in the hole. And we're chilling. Okay, I don't want to get their spawns too messed up and like start running through tile by tile. That's always the worst. Blow our load up there. There we go. Here they come. Fire in the hole. Pretty simple, honestly. I'm kind of sad that I missed out on this gun for so long. I wonder if there's any other primes that you think are hidden gems. Let me know. That are like the Trumna, that you think I'd have fun with, that I might be missing. Because this is something where, like, it came out, I'm like, oh well, boohoo, I didn't get it with the Prime access. I'm not going to grind for it, or buy the parts that I need. I'll wait till I get it naturally. And this past weekend, I was like, you know what? I need the Trumna. I want it. It's really cool looking, really cool sounding. Overall, just like such a well-designed weapon in the game. Kudos to whoever who cooked up this thing. But I was like, you know what? I need a Trumna in my life. And now I have a Trumna in my life, and I'm like, wow. It's like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme where Frank's like, I get it now. After seeing the play, that's what it's like. Oh, another 1.1 mil heat proc. Consistent 1.1 mil with this thing. If there's always a heat proc from the alternate fire, and you get a ball right in a guy's face, it's a 1.1 mil heat proc most of the time. You can't even tell. Honestly, sometimes I really do consider playing without damage numbers. I know it's like hearsay to have your big numbers turned off in this game, but man, even with some of the settings I toyed around with, it is a nightmare. But hopefully we get Captain War, or hopefully we get the Acolyte, or we get something to show up soon. Almost 4 minutes deep. Boom! Absolutely cooked. Melt that Eximus. Shoot that in there. They're all dead. Come back out here. Charge it up again. Oh, look at that one. That one bounced around up there and then came right here and exploded. That was pretty cool. That was pretty neat in my opinion. But yeah, I'm sad I missed out on this thing for so long. I should have joined the Trumna train a while ago. Ooh, I should have saved it. Should have saved it right there for that hole. There we go. Yeah, this thing's insane. I'm really happy that I finally have it. I'm probably going to be using it a lot. I say that about every weapon. But I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, I'm happy that I have this thing leveled now. And I'm going to use it a lot. And then I don't. But, well, that was a 1.2. 1.2 mil orange crit there with the heat proc. Oh, shit. Acolyte's almost here. We got charge up. Hopefully it's not violence, because I would like to keep my iron skin. Well, why would I say anything? Alright, where you at? Turn off my iron skin. One shot? Die to heat procs? Definitely not one shot. Okay, damn. He gets to live. No, ability is prevented. Okay, wait. We'll charge up another one for him. There we go. He's gone. Sadly, it took two. I was hoping it would take one, and we would get, like, a crazy, crazy heat proc on him. Screw violence for turning off my iron skin. Now we got to do all this nonsense again. Alright, let's see what we get here. Last time we hit 500k. 7! Ooh, that feels good, man. Alright, where's Vor? Vor, where are you? Okay, wait, where is this jabroni? There he is. Ooh. One-shot Vor, I'll take it. I'll take it. If dying to the Acolyte means we get the one-shot Vor with this, I'll take it. He's not that strong, obviously. Duh, but I'll take it. And we'll get one more big load here. Whoa. Could have been better. Could have been better. That's it. That's me. That's my Trumna Prime. I'm happy I kitted this thing out. Mod yours, get yours today. I'm going to get absolutely roasted by this Jade Light Beam. Sorry if you can hear the train in the background. That's enough for me. I'm going to die again to this Jade Light Beam. Adios.